Good evening, welcome to the University of Worcester Arena for this round one BBL Championship game between the hometown Worcester Wolves and the visiting Plymouth Raiders. Well, it's been a long time, folks, coming, but finally the regular season is upon us. It's the third meeting between these two teams so far this season, and up to now, Riders have handed Wolves 2 straight defeats, and with Worcester having exited the BBL Cup by the narrowest of margins in a nail-biting final Group 1 game, Coach Matt Newby will be fully focused now on the regular season campaign and getting Wolves off to the best possible start. Plymouth make the long road trip up here to Worcester. They're in great form. That Paul James will be mindful that last time out they had to overturn a 7-point deficit down the stretch to take what was in the end a narrow 2-point victory. The Raiders, we know, are a physical, athletic outfit with plenty of shooters led by Ashley Hamilton, who's been pouring in an average somewhere north of 16 points a game so far through the Cup campaign this season. Worcester, by contrast, it's been a tough run for them of late. The Cup on Wednesday that they exited, they're also short-handed. Daniel Johnson-Thompson out for at least a couple of months after picking up a serious ankle injury in Surrey. Jordan Williams carrying but playing through a thumb injury, and their US imports yet to arrive. Despite all of that, Coach Matt Newby has plenty of heft on his roster. Martin Boutneck is in great form right now, and a formidable outside threat in the form of Mika Elan, the youngster, Tolo Akiki and Josh McSwiggan, all three of those dead-eye downtown shooters. So Wolves certainly have enough to grind out 2 opening championship points from tonight's game. Well, to help us pick the bones out of this game, I'm joined as ever by the man best described as the Tommy Cooper of British basketball. He's slightly out of proportion, he has plenty of tricks up his sleeve, none of which work, and he analyses the plays just like that. It is, of course, the not so magical Mr. Chris Slow. See what I did there, Chris?
Yeah, very good.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, just like that, yeah.
Sorry, folks, bit of cheese on toast to get us started. Chris, let's talk this one up. Obviously, players about to go to the benches for the player announcements. And PJ, of course, Coach of the Month.
Yeah, well deserved. Top of the league, top of the table, wasn't it, in the cup? So well done, good for that. But as you said, business end now. This is the bread and butter, isn't it, for this season?
So player announcements now being done here. We'll take you through those as they happen. So Paul Jones, as we said, Coach of the Month, taking those first honours here during the BBL season as we get this season underway. Number 2, Ashley Hamilton. Number 3, Andrew Lawrence is not playing tonight. Isaiah Walker wearing number 5. Leon Naziri, number 8. Elliot Sentence, number 9. Denzel Ubiaro, great shift from him last time out here. Number 10, wearing 11. Chris Porter Bunton. Well, VC Dusha, former Wolves player, of course, wearing number 12. And the big man, Will Neighbour, he can do some serious damage inside. 21, Liam Langridge Barker. 24, Prince eBay, leading the leading blocks this season, absolute monster in the paint. And finally, 25, the other big man here for Plymouth, Mike Ocharobia, and of course Paul James and his assistant coach, both no strangers to this floor, Danny McGee. So here come Worcester. Number 2, it's Martin Boutneck, the captain, sponsored by Bar 23 here in Worcester. Number 4, Josh McSwiggan. Very bright young British talent. Lucas McGregor wearing number 9, Mika Elan. In the number 10 shirt tonight, Matthew Brian Manning, NBA, got to step in again. He's playing big minutes. Coach Matt Newby is going to be looking for something special from him again tonight. Nathan Ramsdale-Owen at number 12. Tola Akiki, keep an eye on him from downtown tonight. They're going to be looking for him to get hot once again. Matthew Williamson at 25, Sam Broughton stepping in at number 34, and finally it is Mr. Movember himself, Henry Wilkins, with the number 77 shirt. So Chris, let's just reflect back on Wednesday. We were just chatting to PJ before the game, and he said it was a heartbreaking way. He really felt for Wolves, and I think, to be fair, it was. But obviously, you know, DJT is out. We know that Jordan Williams was carrying a thumb injury through that game, and again, still no import. So, you know, still a bit short-handed, but we did see in that game, didn't we? They had this ability to step up and really make something of what they've got.
Exactly, and the thing is they showed character at times as well. Way they came back was impressive to make it that close, because they could have quite easily capitulated and just rolled over. But they didn't. They put up a fight, and it came down to that last play of the game, realistically, that could have put them through and put Bristol out, but they didn't. I still believe they can win this. I mean, you look at it. What was it? 36 points deficit down in Plymouth.
Yep.
96-60. 2-point game the following week.
Yeah, and as we said in the talk up there, you know, Plymouth having to grind that one out in that fourth quarter, 7 points behind with what, 3 minutes to go.
Exactly. So Wolves have it within themselves to do it, and I'll go back to what I said on Wednesday. It's all the players, all the bench players and all the less experienced players just need to be able to step up and get to the level and maintain it for just a little bit longer, and that will then get Wolves over the line. I believe they've got, the guys here have got talent, and they deserve to get a good run, you know. And it must be difficult for the younger players to be around when you're losing and you've gone out the cup and the expectation is there from the fans, you know, watching on TV or online. Yeah. The thing is that you get nervous, but you want to try, and sometimes you try too hard. You lack a little bit of confidence. Do I take the shot? And it was a key on Wednesday night. He hit an air ball from the one corner. The next play down the court, other corner, he had the ball, it was the right shot, the guy had penetrated, dished it to him, and he took the shot, didn't even think about it, and it went in. That's what you want from all the players. They've got to take the shots. If it's the right shot, you have to take it. The thing is, for the senior players, is that sometimes you have to take the mantle on and show that leadership, and it's a fine balance between the senior players stepping up to another level and leading the rest of them there, but not overdoing it and forcing it too much, or you know, I'm not saying that any player has done this, but looking off players because they're not the senior player and looking for someone else. You've got to have belief in each other, and I think we're showing each time I've seen them that they're showing a little bit more each time. And from Matt Newby and Dean Blake's point of view, is that it's a great opportunity to coach the players, nurture them, bring them through these what has been hard time, because
character building.
It is, and you can
expression looking for. Yeah,
you can see them slowly but surely sort of getting better and better and believe in each other. And there's, from what I can see, it looks like there's a good team spirit. So hopefully that will start showing through even more and get Wolves on the right trajectory in the league.
Well, let's talk about Plymouth. I mean, you know, they had a great run in the cup in Group 1. You know, they're looking in great shape, the whole team, and they're a big team. You look at Neighbour and Ocherobia inside. Now, there's two guys that can do some serious damage in the paint.
Well, there is, but there's three of them. If you look at it realistically, they've got three which they can rotate, always have one on the bench. So from that point of view, they're strong there. I think that it's a team that PJ's built, and you know what you're going to get with that. So from that point of view, I think Plymouth have the characters in the right positions, and they should do well. You know, if they're not, then there's got to be sort of a bit of a question being asked of them, and the whys and wherefore. So, from Wolves' point of view, nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. They just go out and play hard, show us what you got. From Plymouth's point of view, it's almost like they're the favourites.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and being at home doesn't have the pressure that it kind of used to have, because it's empty and that sort of stuff, and you don't get the crowd on your back.
You're missing the sixth man.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the bench.
So from one point of view, you want the sixth man to be lifting you, but at the same point, you don't want the pressure of it. So that sort of takes it out of the equation. So I believe it will be again another close game.
Well, let's have a look at the starters tonight for the Worcester Wolves. Martin Boutneck, the captain, as I said, sponsored by Bar 23 here in Worcester. Josh McSwiggan, Jordan Williams, Mika Elan and Matthew Bryan and Manning starting tonight for the Worcester Wolves, with McGregor, Ramsdale, Owen, Akiki, Williamson, Broughton and Wilkins coming off the bench. And it will be Ashley Hamilton, Porter Bunton, Elvisi Dusha, Will Neighbour and Prince EBay starting tonight for the Plymouth Raiders. Walker, Naziri, Sentence, Ubiaro, Langridge Baker and Ocharobia coming off the bench. Because I forgot to mention, as you were saying, Prince EBay, of course, you know, I think leading the league in blocks so far this season. He's another, you know, he's a monster in that position. And you know, it's an area where Wolves are sort of light this season, I guess.
Yeah.
So all the formalities completed. Teams will take the knee. Solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement before we start the game. Great thing to see up and down the league and across the whole basketball family here in Britain. And well, we're pretty much ready to jump it up. Prince EBay and Jordan Williams to jump this one up for us here at the Worcester Arena tonight. And the regular season is underway here in Worcester. Martin Boutneck looking to get something going early. Worcester against Bristol the other evening gave away some easy looks early on, but this time it's Josh McSwiggan who finds a triple to open the account for Worcester.
That'll give his confidence a boost.
And you got to think that Worcester looking to go a little bit more to that outside game tonight. They're going to be a little bit outgunned inside. Here comes that man we were talking about, Prince EBay. Beautiful finish. Teardrop. Comes Jordan Williams. Mark Boutneck, the captain, now comes inside and so drilled into the foot of Prince EBay. 14 on the shot clock. On the inbounds ball. Boutneck back up to McSwiggan over the top of Elvisi Dusha. This time too much on the triple from Martin Boutneck. And here comes Elvisi Dusha turning on the afterburners. Beautiful take by Prince EBay, high off the window. Plymouth get their noses in front. Here comes Mika Elan now for Worcester. Over the timeline, Dusha's all over him. Manning was just dropping in, foul straight away. So, first foul called in the game. So Will Neighbour picks up his first foul. And on the inbounds ball, Williams. Up to him and sets the screen, goes back to Williams. Big man puts up the triple, and we got a wedgie. So,
is he playing?
Referee. So 8:29 to play in the first quarter. It's Raiders by one. Dusha once again lights up the afterburners. Tough man to beat in the foot race of Elvisi Dusha. So now Ashley Hamilton goes inside to Neighbour. Well, Neighbour spin from the elbow. Great finish. Raiders doing a great job in offense. So Mika Elan now he goes down to NBA goes to work on Will Neighbour. Just dumps it off to Josh McSwiggan. Little backdoor cut. McSwiggan finds the 2 points. 1 point game. Ashley Hamilton. Dusha, stop and go. Out to the paint, stripped away. They lost the ball. Mika Elan now. And he went to go around the back to Jordan Williams. So ball's out of bounds. And he'll be pretty unhappy with that.
Yeah, that decision making, make your decision early. Give it. If someone's ahead, give it to them early. Get it going, get it back.
So Dusha for the Raiders. He's calling Hamilton to drop down there. Neighbour. The mid-range 2 fade away.
That's a tough matchup for McSwiggan.
Williams was too much on that. Boutneck steps out of bounds with it. We said Williams carrying that injury through the last game. It's had a few days for it to settle down. And of course, he's a left-hander as well. So 7 minutes to play, 3 minutes gone in this game. A really low scoring game between these guys last time out. 2 points, 59 to 57. The Raiders took that game in the cup. Dusha gets his pocket picked once again. Josh McSwiggan, he's eyeing up Ashley Hamilton. Simple stuff off the window. Good finish from Josh McSwiggan. Kept his cool under pressure. Here comes Dusha once again. Neighbour Hamilton puts eBay inside. Straight to eBay. Dusha hands off to Porter Bunton this time. Dumps it off to eBay, who rolls it over the top. So I think that's 8 personal for him. We'll keep an eye. Boutneck, stop and go. Top of the key, goes to Elan once again for 3. Mika Elan and Worcester run into that outside game. Predictably, Neighbour now dances his way inside. Now he goes to eBay. eBay. This time, come on, finish. So NBA just tips that ball out to the hands of Jordan Williams. Hands off to Boutneck. Boutneck this time dumps it off to Williams. Reverse, rearrange off the window. No good. 5:29 to play now. First quarter. Once again, they go to eBay. Here's the go-to guy down low. They lost the ball again. Here comes Elan Worcester to make something out of this. Elan cross court to Boutneck. Swinging now, backing down. Sealed off. Here comes Martin Boutneck. Dishes to NBA. NBA finds the foul and on the floor, says the referee. So
that was a Garrett foul card, wasn't it? I think the clock was at 1 when the foul was.
Absolutely, and NBA just couldn't get his feet off the floor quick enough. So end line ball it is. So after foot 14, reset on the clock for this baseline inbounds ball. All locked up, 10 apiece. Not much going on in terms of fouls on the board right now. Martin Boutneck on the inbounds. Long inbounds to Elan, he's got his pocket pick. Porter Bunton flushes it down. Inside to NBA. NBA drops it in, count those, and take the bonus.
Yeah, better. The only thing with Wolves I'd like to see with their post players is that if you look at where they want the ball, and they keep the defense keep on pushing them out. So when the ball goes in, is that by the time they get it, they're a little bit further out. Like them to receive the ball sort of with their feet almost on the key line. So they're closer to the basket, so they haven't got as much work to do.
Yeah, conversely, Plymouth feeding the big man, they're feeding eBay consistently inside.
Yeah, and he's deep in the paint when he's receiving the ball.
6 on the board for him. Josh McSwiggan leading all scorers with 8 so far, with 7 so far in this game. Hamilton goes to Porter Bunton for 3, no good. Elliot Sentence just couldn't connect with it. Here comes NBA now for Worcester.
Give it up.
He kicks it out again to Elan. Williams almost gets his pocket pink this time. Boutneck drives inside. What a beautifully worked move. Denzel Ubiaro, he's lost the ball again. NBA has it, and It'll be a Worcester ball, so pushing foul is the call.
Good period for Wolves.
So Henry Wilkins checks in for Elan. We saw this other night, didn't we? A lot of rotation.
Yep.
From Wolves.
And Coach Newby said he took some gambles at time, but he knew he had to.
Well, there are times when you just got to roll the dice.
Yeah. I mean, we said it with Manning starting in that quarter, wasn't it?
So Wilkins, he puts up the 3 to open his account. No good. Picked up with a 14 reset off the clock by NBA. This time NBA goes up, can't finish. McSwiggan, good work from him to grab the loose ball. Jordan Williams, or was it Josh McSwiggan? I think the 3 hands on the basketball. We'll see who that one went to. Denzel Ubiaro now for the Plymouth Raiders. Now Porter Bunton driving hard to the bucket. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Much better from Worcester as an opening tonight.
Yeah, very good. Good response to Wednesday night.
Well, heads were down on Wednesday leaving the arena, that is for sure. And I'm sure Matt Newby, he knows what he has to do to pick the Gongers up and get them back in the groove. And so far, doing a good job in this game. 16 plays, 13. Porter Bunton can sink another one. He can't. Chirovia almost gets the tip. Porter Bunton, this time they go to Elliott. Sensen's for 3! And he redresses the balance on the scoreboard, locks this game up at 16 apiece. Almost losing the handle on the ball, NBA. McSwiggan this time drops up the triple, sinks another one. Josh McSwiggan. Both teams fancying the outside look. Denzel Ubiara, Hamilton, Porter Bunton. Here's Sentence over the top. No good. Wants to grab the ball in the scramble. Martin Boutnick. That was a great dish out to Henry Wilkins for 3. Puts it up. No good. That's going to be a Plymouth ball. So at the moment, both teams matching each other pound for pound.
Yeah.
So NBA takes a bit of rest. Sam Broughton steps in to make a nuisance of himself. And down low, here comes Ubiaro. Porter Bunton with about 3. Hamilton. Dancing around, he comes out of a triple team. Tipped away by Sam Broughton. Williams has it. They go to Boutnick now. He's driving through the traffic, stripped away yet again. And here comes Ubiaro. Beautiful finish. One-point game. Henry Wilkins. He's going to go the long way round. He's blocked by Ochorobia. And Porter Bunton straight into the hands of Josh McSwiggan. And the foul is there, so he is going to go to the line. Raiders in the bonus. So hard physical work from the Plymouth Raiders, predictably.
Yeah. Just a bit sloppy from them at the moment.
Paul Jones is pacing the floor.
The thing is that they used Prince so much to start off with. It was everything was going to him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then it's almost like when he sits down, it's where is plan B?
The first of those guys will just take a chance to have it up. Yeah, interestingly, Elliot Sentence now turns the corner. Goes to Ubiaro, 7 on the shot clock. Denzel Ubiaro, held up Dusha. This time Dusha switches it on. Mika Elan is flawed in that contact. Dusha finds the points, but a full court pressure coming now from the Raiders. McSwiggan Williams. Elan once again to McSwiggan. He looks out of the way, and Williams thought he was nerfed out of the way there. So inside the last minute of the quarter, Raiders lead here by 1 point, 22 points to 21. Brought at the top, Elan. Jordan Williams. He's going to go to work on Ashley Hamilton. Right there, goes over the top of Hamilton. Al-Charobia. Hamilton plucks it off the ironwork. Just a few points of a second differential, and the game clock now is running things. Shot clock is turned off. Elan. 6 seconds to do something with this. Mika Elan drives inside, stop and pop. 2 from Mika Elan to bring it back to a 1 point game. End of the first quarter here in Worcester. It is the Plymouth Raiders 24, the Worcester Wolves 23. Chris.
Good job. Good job from Wolves. The nice thing is that all starting 5 have scored, which didn't happen till what, the second half of Wednesday night's game. Josh McSwiggan, who I've been critical of, no fouls, but 12 points. Great job. Great way to come out and show confidence and that sort of stuff. As I said just before with Plymouth, I think that although they're 1 point up, I think it's going to be a close game. But I think since Prince went off, they kind of lost their way a little bit and then came back in spurts. But I like the tempo. Wolves are playing at a little bit of an increased tempo. I know on Wednesday night they didn't look that quick, and they look a little bit more dynamic. I
think you described it as one-dimensional.
Yeah, I mean, it was, for me, it was too much into the post in the first half for Wolves, and tonight they've changed it up. Hence the fact is that people, your guards, everyone's involved, everyone's scoring because everyone's looking for the basketball. You've got people driving to the basket, pick and rolls with guards, fading to the wings, looking for the shots and making the shots as well. Defensively, 1 foul, you kind of go, well, that's great. From a coaching point of view, you can't win because if you don't commit enough fouls, then you're not playing hard enough. If you commit too much, so from that point of view, they need maybe step up a little gear, be a little bit more aggressive. But I think it's a good start, very good start.
Wolves
from both sides.
Going to that outside game, certainly. And we are underway in the second quarter. BBL Championship, first game of the regular season. Jordan Williams. Wilkins, he got his pocket pick there. Ball is out of bounds, so.
Yeah, he missed Elan wide open underneath them.
End line. Possession. That was a great cross-court pass to find Henry Wilkins. Couldn't connect from downtown. Here come Raiders again. Ashley Hamilton, he puts up the triple. Good rebound from Henry Wilkins. Williams, Elan. Nice work.
Fire, isn't he?
Absolutely. So Wolves 1 point lead. Elliot Sentence now for the Raiders. Sentence to Ashley Hamilton, McSwiggan, he's all over him like a cheap suit. Hamilton puts it over the top. Williams just gets a finger to the ball. It was a great take by Jordan Williams. Slightly off balance, managed to get it in off a window.
And that was another thing that was missing, post to post.
So 3-point game now. Dusha. VC Dusha, top of the key for 2. Doesn't go. Elan manages to hold on to it. So Jordan Williams, he goes to Wilkins. Dish to McSwiggan once again. In the corner, Josh McSwiggan is in the house. He finds his stroke from behind the arc. And he said he's a guy who needs to get hot from downtown. Ashley Hamilton now rolls it inside to Ocharovia over the top. Can't finish. McSwiggan picks it off the ironwork. Nothing dropping for Plymouth at the moment.
No.
Worcester happy to take their time on the offense. Drain a bit of time off the clock. And this time is Elan who gets his pocket pick. They go to Ashley Hamilton! Fouled. And he's going to go to the line. So, NBA, there's only Worcester's second foul of the game. So Henry Wilkins returns to the bench, and the captain, Martin Boutnecht, rejoins proceedings. So Ashley Hamilton on the line. 6-point game now for Worcester. Hamilton makes no mistake with the first of those. .19 remain in the second quarter. Ashley Hamilton, no good, back iron with the second, so here come Worcester again. So 1 point to the good for Plymouth out of that last offence. Kurilan, McSwiggan in the corner now, they're all over him. This time it's Boutnecht. The lane opens up in front of him. Can't finish. Beautiful little tip in from NBA. Ashley Hamilton would kick it out to Elliot Sentence in the corner. Sentence drains the triple this time. 6:39. Elan. Once again, it's a good matchup. Jordan Williams. So Hamilton picks up a foul. First one of the game for him. So Wolves ball from the end line. 14 on the clock. Boutnecht, McSwiggan. Find the way in, they go to Elan once again for a triple. Mika Elan joins the party for Worcester. Neighbour, Elliot Sentence. Head fake, kicks it out to Dusha. This time Dusha drives inside, top of the key for 2, no good. McSwiggan collects the rebound, and Martin Boutnecht gets us over the timeline. So the Raiders dropping into that half-court press. Boutnecht to NBA. This time NBA dances his way inside. Little baby hook over the top, no good. Williams has it. 13 on the shot clock. Jordan Williams, long range 2. No good. Ocharovia plucks it off the ironwork. Here comes Sentence. Sentence for Plymouth pulls up another triple. Way short on that one. Josh McSwiggan collects the rebound this time. Good ball move from Worcester. Williams actually travelled with it there. The referee didn't spot it.
Everyone's watching all the movement.
Yeah, a couple of steps backwards. Never mind. Let's go for a walk. They got away with one, I think, there. It's fair to say.
Good work by Manning in the post again.
So,
see, the thing is that Wolves have balanced it up, because now when Manning's getting the ball, instead of it being the normal thing, the Plymouth defence are going, well, one, we got players running off the three-point line, and we got pick and rolls, handoffs, and that sort of stuff. And then suddenly we're going into the post, and the floor's spread. If you look at the Plymouth players, they're all having to watch the outside players because they know they're going to hit the shot, so they can't collapse in, and knowing that there's no one there to make a pass to. And the players that are there are hitting their shots. So say, for instance, you're marking McSwiggan, and he's on the weak side, on the opposite side to you, you can't go and help. Because you know if the skip pass is there, he's going to be making that three.
For sure.
So and then you got the same with Elan. Suddenly, if those two are on the weak side, you can't go and play. You got to make a decision. You either go and play help and commit, with the risk that you know that Manning and Williams are going to pass the ball to these players, and they are likely to make the shot. So the whole emphasis on help defense is gone. It's like, I've got to look after my man as well, so I can't just worry about the guy in the post. So Plymouth have got some decisions to make, and Wolves have just got to keep on making sure they've got a good balance of an inside-outside threat, and make sure that they do hit those open players, as I said earlier.
But I think one of those outside threats has just stepped onto the floor in the shape of Tolo Akiki.
Well, he doesn't take a lot of three-pointers, but he does when he takes them, he makes them. So that's always a good sign.
Ubiara out of this timeout, neighbour. Charovia trying to work on NBA. Puts it over the top, doesn't go, collects his own rebound and fires the points. Second time of asking, 7-point game. Worcester leading 37 to 34, 14 to play. Here comes Tolo Akiki. About next to Kiki. He puts the triple up this time. Akiki not scared to take the shot, as you say, Chris.
No, talked him off that one, didn't I?
The curse of the commentator, yeah. That's right, Denzel Ubiaro. Vertical leap he's got. That was a great dish inside. Belvisi Dusha. Chirobia couldn't capitalise. The ball's loose. We'll kick it out this time again to Dusha. Now Sentence. Stop and go. They kick it out to Ubiaro. 8 on the clock. Ubiaro airballs it into the hands of Sentence. And now they go to Dusha. Ubiaro once again still not going to go. 14 reset. So Plymouth breathe again. Dusha, he's way downtown with that one. Didn't go. Finally, Wolves managed to get their hands on the basketball. Counted 5 shots there, nothing going. Let's just go through one of those periods. There's very little is dropping for them. Out there, stop and pop from the free throw line doesn't go. Ubiaro has it. Hamilton. Another long-range triple attempt from Hamilton. 2:45 to play.
It was Neighbour, wasn't it?
Neighbour, I beg your pardon. Yeah, there's only about a foot difference.
and the fact that Hamilton was on the bench.
He's on the bench. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, he's not even on the court. Well done. Hey, excellent, Jules. Pay attention. Do try and keep up. 2:37 to play. So, timeout call.
Yeah, a bit of a thing from both sides. A bit messy.
Yeah, and us as well.
Yeah.
Well, me.
For you, yeah. I think the thing for Plymouth is that those 5 shots, I mean, apart from the couple of little sort of tips and baby hooks on the inside, it was like getting the ball back and you got 14 seconds to go, and then you got one pass and someone taking a long 3-pointer, and you're thinking, well, you got 14 seconds. get the ball inside, or create a quick offense, not just one pass and take a Hail Mary three-pointer. And they did it, what, twice, three times? So that'll be frustrating for the Plymouth coaching staff. For Wolves, yeah, I mean, they've taken the shots and just missed them. There's nothing wrong with what they've done. It's just that they just haven't made a couple of offences. So I'm quietly confident that unless Plymouth do something major, that Wolves are absolutely fine in this game and more comfortable than they did look all game against Bristol.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, and I think somehow maybe, you know, the fact of DJT being injured so badly down in Surrey, you know, and the other things they were dealing with coming into that game perhaps unbalanced them a little bit. But, you know, let's not forget it's 7 points and there's an awfully long way to go. 2:27 to play still in the second quarter. LVC Dusha. This time Hamilton puts up the triple from the top. No mistake from Ashley Hamilton that time. Pulls it back to a two-shot game. 4 points in it. So Tolo Akiki now goes to Boutneck. Boutneck's had his pocket picked again. Porter Bunton goes to Ashley Hamilton. Hamilton lays it in off the window. And a sloppy passage of play from Worcester. Wigan to Akiki, drives inside to Akiki, dishes off to Boutneck. Well, again, it just got away with it. Sentence couldn't get his hand to the basketball, and Plymouth come up with it. 2 points of difference. Porter Bunton goes to Prince Ebay. Prince Ebay is fouled, so he is going to go to the line in an attempt to level up this game.
Yeah, whatever PJ said in that timeout,
it worked.
Yeah. And the first shot was Hamilton's three-pointer. Now he was on court, but he. But it was as I said, it was a play. They ran an option and it worked, and he got a screen which opened him up for that three-point shot. That's what I meant when you even if it's one or two passes and you just get into an open shot rather than it's so frustrating.
Prince Ebay is not going to level the game up this time.
Yeah, if I remember last game he struggled from the free throw line. So, use your fouls wisely.
Doesn't make either of them. So Williams, line broken early, so he's going to come back and retake the second. So Prince Ebay gets another bite of this particular cherry, and again fails to connect from the free throw line.
That's going to be frustrating.
Hamilton, Sentence bounces inside. Hamilton also can't connect. Mid-range two, so Wolves just keep their noses in front by 2 points. Swinging the Boutneck. Elan's dropped down to the corner. The feed is picked off again. This time Elliot Sentence turns on the afterburners, and this time Elliot Sentence levels this game up once again at 37 apiece inside the last minute of the half. Elan and Dusha picks up the foul. So no fouls to worry anyone too much at the moment on the board. Williams just avoided having that picked off. They go to Elan in the corner for three. Now Mika Elan. This time no good. Hamilton kicks it out to Sentence for three. He airballs it from the corner into the hands of Martin Boutneck. Shot clock switched off. 16 seconds now on the game clock. Boutneck goes to NBA, pops it back out to Boutneck. Williams at the top, thinks about the three, goes to the elbow. Jordan Williams puts another little bit of fresh air between Wolves and the Raiders, and with that, We are at the half that is finished here at the end of the second quarter. Worcester Wolves 39, Plymouth Raiders 37, and I'd say that certainly Matt Newby, they're happier with these two coaches right now.
Yeah. He should be happy with the whole more the bounce back. The Wednesday's gone. Can't do anything about it. This is the game. This is the important one. All we can do is here and now. I think it's fantastic. The response. Squigan, you know, he's got to half time 17 points, no fouls, and that's the difference. Is that when he doesn't have to sit down because he picks up those early ones and Matt Newby can't use him. That's what you can do when you're allowed to stay on court. Lesson learned. That's what you can give us. Just one thing from what I'm seeing with the pick and roll is that the Worcester guards, when you're passing to someone like Brian Manning, you've got to bounce the ball hard and get it to come up. Because if they're picking the ball up down from their knees and lower, they're going to struggle. So when you make that bounce pass on a pick and roll, they've got to really bounce the ball and get the ball to come up, so they're catching it sort of waist level, and then they can go up with it rather than trying to pick it off their knees. Plymouth's point of view is that at times they've been sloppy and stuff, but even with that, you know, they've had their little runs. You know, Wolves a 9-point run. Both teams' biggest run is 9 points, so neither team really have sort of got on fire at any point. But I think that the score says it all. Is that Wolves have probably played, for me, in a lot of places, some of the best basketball that I've seen for the season.
Yep.
So far at home, anyway. But Plymouth haven't done well. I think Prince. Again, started early. I know last game here he was complaining, not feeling well and not being able to see the ball and stuff like that. So perhaps that's come again.
Something in the air up here, man.
Something in the air, but yeah. The only thing for me with Wolves' defence is the fact there's too many second chances. I mean, the one set was what, 5? I think you counted.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that Matt Newby would want to address is guys, look, when the shot goes up, put a body.
Get a body on it straight away. Absolutely.
Yeah, put a body on it. You know, what is it? Total rebounds, 14. Well, they got it down as 7 offensive rebounds. I think those 7 came in one set almost. So 21 rebounds to 20. So yeah. I think everything, if you look at the stats across it, ends up with a 2-point game, which is what we've got.
Well, we are certainly going to find out very shortly. The other game tonight up in, or down in Bristol, I should say, at the SGS College Arena. It has just started down there, 5:39 to play in the first, and Bristol leading that one 5 points to 2. But up here in Worcester, obviously nothing without the sponsors, the University of Worcester, of course, who host the team here. Universal Display, Aston's coaches, Spirit Executives, Something Party, the Worcester Knee and Hip Clinic, of which Chris has a loyalty card, DC Base Limited, and Broomhill Care. And of course, Martin Boutneck, sponsored by Bar 23 up here in Worcester. Keep up with all the latest news and developments. Worcester Wolves YouTube channel, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. All the latest news is posted there. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button just below your screen and make sure that you don't miss any of the news. And of course, Christmas is coming, so all those Wolves fans out there in the ether joining us tonight, don't forget, tons of stuff in that shop for you to fill your Christmas stockings with. Just go to the Worcester Wolves website for the links from there, worcesterwolves.org. We're going to take a short break. We're back in about 7 or 8 minutes' time to bring you the second half live and in full here on the Worcester Wolves YouTube channel. Whatever you do, don't go away. Welcome back to the University of Worcester Arena. Worcester Wolves lead here as we go into the third quarter, 39 points to 37. A much stronger performance from Worcester than the other evening, on Wednesday evening, when they ran out of the cup in, well, frankly, what was heartbreaking fashion for them. But there's nothing in this game really, and Plymouth Raiders, no shortage of depth on that bench for Paul James to deploy. Chris, what are your thoughts quickly coming into this third quarter?
The only thing I can see what would concern me from Matt Newby's point of view is no bench points from Worcester and 14 from Plymouth. So the guys who are coming off the bench need to contribute to the party, if you like, and from a Wolves point of view, is that the starting five needs to continue and keep on pushing at this level that they've been showing that they can do at times.
Well, they're back out and we're underway. Puts it down to Neighbour, straight away into Prince eBay, carbon copy of the opening of the first quarter. Feed the big man down low. So 39 apiece, we are starting again. Swigan couldn't hang on to it, it was nerfed onto the Plymouth bench. Porter bunt and puts it up for Prince eBay, he couldn't finish. Jordan Williams can't hold on to it. And Porter Bunton finds the 2 points, so 2-point game for the Raiders. Elan goes to NBA. Williams keeps underneath this time once again to Mika Elan for three. This time he can't connect. NBA couldn't pick up the afters. Meantime, Porter Bunton at the other end, well, just lost his footing. Back out to Dusha, Neighbour. Ashley Hamilton. Neighbour drops inside to help him out. Boutneck manages to somehow keep the ball in play, keep himself the right side of the line. Jordan Williams. Boutneck. Sizing up his options, it goes to Williams. Rolls it along the baseline to Elan, he's nerfed out. And whistle has gone. So, Porter Bunton, that's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, I talk about fouls, I talk about foul trouble for anyone.
Not a great deal, I think only Plymouth briefly at the end of the first quarter. It's a good pass down to Mika Elan in the corner. Worcester just pushing it around the perimeter. Great interior defence from the Raiders. Nice dish off to NBA. That is going to be a Wolves ball from the end line. Worcester with no options really to go inside there. Good work from the Raiders. Mika Elan puts up the triple and drains it from the corner.
Yeah.
He loves that spot. Ashley Hamilton to Neighbour, hands off to Dusha. Bundled his way inside. He dropped his shoulder, I think, going in. The referees let it go.
Yeah,
and just turned the ball over.
Yeah, it came off his leg, didn't it?
So, turnover ball, Wolves have it. Elan goes to Boutneck, the captain. Picks it back out to Mika Elan, sets his feet for another triple. Good work from Jordan Williams. Came through there like an express train, he knew exactly where that ball was going. There they go inside to Williams off the windows, looking for the foul. It didn't come. Dusha now. Boutneck tried to stop him. Now they go to Neighbour in the corner. Head fake, drives the baseline. Ashley Hamilton off the window. Well worked move, well recovered really from Plymouth.
I think Neighbour got away with the trouble there.
Hamilton picks his pocket.
Great ball.
Boutneck goes to Williams. Williams high off the glass. NBA can't do anything with it. Neighbour has it. He's isolated down in the post. They get it to Dusha. So Dusha over the timeline. And off the foot of Martin Boutneck. So that is going to be a Plymouth ball from the sideline. VC Dusha and the inbounds pass will go to Will Neighbour. The mismatch with Josh McSwiggan goes over the top. Prince eBay is looking for the foul more than he was looking for the ball, I suspect.
Yeah, they were saying that he was being pushed.
So it's Raiders by 1, 5:59 to play in the third quarter. Not a cigarette paper between these two teams. Swigan is fouled by Will Neighbour, so Will Neighbour is going to pick up his third foul of the game. So 2 on the board for the Raiders. Wilkins is checked in for Boutneck. Henry Wilkins, a man from Guildford, former Surrey Scorchers player, of course. Jordan Williams out of the triple team, dishes to Brian O'Manning. He can't finish, doesn't get the whistle, and now Dusha at the other end. Cross court to Porter Bunton, Ashley Hamilton, Neighbour at the top. This time Ashley Hamilton decides to sink the triple from deep. Push Raiders out to a 4-point lead in the game. Mika Elan now for Wolves. Wilkins dances his way through the paint. This time the NBA puts up the triple. eBay plucks it off the arming work. So half of the third quarter played. Porter Bunton, Neighbour. Good fake, Neighbour. This time, I thought he got the whistle, he didn't. It was the out of bounds ball. And it's a Raiders ball.
Yeah,
seemed to come off Will Neighbour, but anyway. There's the Prince eBay on the inbounds. This time it's Dusha puts it in off the window. 4:39 to play in the third. Raiders only 2 fouls on the board. Worcester no fouls so far in the quarter. Only 4 fouls in the entire game. The dish to Williams and Martin Boutneck. Travel. No. So, foul called on Prince eBay. First foul of the game for him. Third of the quarter for Plymouth. 4:22 to go. They're not far off being in foul trouble in this quarter. Boutneck. Slightly south of the backboard as well. So Wolves pull it back to a 4-point game. Will Neighbour backing down on Wilkins, puts it over the top, doesn't go. Jordan Williams has it. Muscles Dusha out of the way. Josh McSwiggan throws it down. Two-point game. Worcester hunting out the stop. Plymouth hunting out the points. Ashley Hamilton just came off his foot. Wilkins trying to get his hands on the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Neighbour goes inside to Ashley Hamilton. Hamilton Got to put the shot up. He airballs it. Worcester have it. Martin Boutneck pick it up. Goes to McSwiggan inside now to Jordan Williams. Jordan Williams, Porter Bunton show. And so the referee's calling all kinds of stuff at the moment.
Where's the foul?
So Chris Porter Bunton has just picked up his 4th foul of the game. He's not happy. But it is what it is. So end line ball, 4 fouls on the board for the Plymouth Raiders. 3:09 to play. Chris, what are your thoughts?
Well, Bunton's still on, and realistically what he needs to do is that they need to go to him and make him play basketball. If PJ's not going to take him off, then use that as an advantage for yourselves. But ill-advised pass there. But from Wolves' point of view, is that don't overplay it. Got themselves back into the game, 2-point game again, so it's tight again, but Wolves haven't had the best of quarters, but yet they're still in it. Yeah, and Bunton there shows why he's still on the court.
Well, he's carrying 4, so they need him to do a job. Jordan Williams. So PJ calls a timeout.
Yeah, he's going to make an adjustment or do something. Maybe it's just to get Bunton out of the game so he can get him out before he commits a foul or has to play any defence. But yeah, as I said, I think, okay, they've now gone 5 points down, but realistically, Wolves are more than in it. I don't think obviously they haven't started the second half as well as they started the first half for me, but they're showing signs all the time. As I said, I think this is, from the minutes that we've played so far, consistently this is the best game that I've seen from Wolves at performance level.
Yeah, Raiders 5 in front. But Worcester absolutely not short of stuff in the tank. There's plenty of pudding going on, I think.
Well, that's it. I mean, I don't think they've had a particularly great quarter, and yet it's just still 5 points. So therefore, it's there again to take up to the level. But at the same point, I don't think Plymouth have played well at all. But they haven't. I can put it. Haven't taken. For me, they haven't taken full advantage of what they could potentially do.
Well, 2:30 to go until the end of the quarter. Lisi Dusha. Foul is called. Is that going to be on Henry Wilkins?
Yeah, they're calling off. A lot of holding going on with on people going through screens.
So Porter Bunton checks in Denzel Ubiara, only 1 foul to his name so far in this game. Raiders on 4 in the quarter. Inside to Neighbour can't finish. Martin Boutneck has it. Visi is all over him. Has gone. So that is going to be the second foul for Prince Ebay. So Michael Ochorobi is going to check in to fill the spot. So Martin Boutneck just to chip away at that lead 4-point game. Martin Boutnick cut it down to a triple to level it. He does. Elliot Sentence now is going to check in for Will Neighbour. Two-10 to play, so Dusha gets us back underway.
So Plymouth have gone small.
Well, that's the handle on the ball there. Dusha drives inside straight into 4-on-3. Josh McSwiggan this time dances inside. There's to Boutnick. Scramble back on defence for the Raiders there. This time Williams puts it over the top, no good. NBA can't hold on to it. Ocharobia has it, so here comes Denzel Ubiaro again. Hamilton's at the top, Dusha. 12 on the shot clock, Dusha. To Mike Ocharobia. He's got NBA to deal with, he's going to go to work right there. Mike Ocharobia gets it to drop.
Nick of time that was.
Yeah, 5 points the difference. So inside the last minute of the third quarter, Williams goes to Josh McSwiggan. McSwiggan, Brian Manning, Wilkins. Wilkins at the top for three, just short. Front iron. So Denzel Ubiaro has it. 42 seconds on the game clock now. Denzel Ubiaro, a good run. Wilkins holds onto the ball. So here come Wolves again with Martin Boutnick. End-to-end stuff so far. Jordan Williams. Boutnick this time drives inside. He's fouled. Count the 2 points. And he's going to the line. Deep in the shot clock. 16 seconds remain on the game clock in the quarter. Mika Elan checking back in for Josh McSwiggan.
Had a quiet quarter, hasn't he? Scoring-wise,
yep.
quite quiet. But obviously Plymouth have sort of said, right guys, you can't just let him score.
Yeah.
So they've obviously stepped up on him. So now what he needs to do is he needs to look at another way of contributing. If he can't score because he's being overplayed, then you need to look at other ways you're going to give the team what they want.
Ashley Hamilton puts up the triple. It looked as if it was going to go. Elliot Sentence just gets it away after the buzzer went at the end of the shot clock. So end of the third quarter. It is Worcester Wolves 51, Plymouth Raiders 53.
Yeah, good job for good job. I think it's going to work. It's going to work well in this fourth quarter with Wolves hopefully being able to step up at a next level, the level that they were in the first quarter. But Plymouth, they need a team had a good third quarter, I'd say. So hopefully a bit of fireworks will come in the fourth quarter. We'll wait and see. But it's interesting that foul-wise, Wolves have committed 6 fouls for the whole game so far. So they've got plenty to give. They can come out really aggressive now. Maybe that's a tactic that Matt Newby has been sort of putting into them, saying, guys, you've got to survive. Get yourselves into a position where you can step up the defence in the fourth quarter to a level where you've got enough fouls to give. You don't go out and foul, but you just play at an intensity that allows you to either turn the player over or let the referees do their job. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting fourth quarter, one-shot game, all to play for. start the fourth quarter with the same fives that finished. And Wolves are in possession, so they'll start with the ball first. Need to get shots off. Then come up with the basketball.
Back in the room. Slight technical hitch, folks, but we're back now. So, fourth quarter, 9 minutes to go until the end of this game. Wolves back within 2. Martin Boutnecht at the top now. Boutnecht, stop and go, kicks it out to Wilkins. Deep in the shot clock again, Boutnecht, tough shot.
Yeah, it's 2 offences in a row where Wolves just have struggled to get into their offence. Good defense.
Yeah, Hamilton just picked off by Robo Shube, just picked off by NBA. Brian Manning, Wilkins, Williams, Mika Elam. Brian Manning dances his way to the hole. Ubiaro. Is that going to be a foul on Michael Chirobia? It is. So, first foul of the game for him. No drop in pace in this game, Chris.
No, it's a bit frantic. There's intensity and there's just being frantic. I think Wolves are trying to play a bit of a wave and get that movement going again, but
Josh McSwiggan, long distance 3 again from him. Mika Elan picks it off. Martin Boutnecht has it. So McSwiggan back to Martin Boutnecht. NBA again, he's on the floor. Wilkins drives inside this time. Yeah,
pretty bad foul there.
So locks the game up at 53 apiece.
I think Plymouth are going with a bit of zone by the looks of it.
Dusha this time puts up the 3. Wilkins just got a hand to it, knocks it out of bounds. So Plymouth ball from the sideline.
Here's a gamble for Plymouth.
Sentence.
Bringing
Porter Bunton with his 4 fouls.
Yeah.
Dusha. This time again, Dusha unable to connect. Somehow, Wolves grab the ball out of the scrap. So there's the stop. And now Worcester have got to find the points at the other end. McSwiggan. Lob inside to NBA, spins at the elbow. Elan. It got to him, but the time had expired. 53 apiece, 6:51. This one is going to be one down the stretch.
It is, but you see that Plymouth have stepped up another level in the defence, and they're just not letting Wolves have any space or any time whatsoever. But from the other end, is these Wolves are doing the same sort of thing. Good defence. I mean, Manning did one. So it is. They are playing a proper game of chess here. Both teams have set up they're stalls out by saying, right, defense is going to win this quarter. And it's going to be whoever plays the stronger offense. I know it's obvious, but it is a fact that we're going to step up the defense. Can you step up the offense to cope with how we're going to play this? So I think Wolves need to just maybe spread the floor a little bit and just widen it out and give themselves a little bit of space to work at, and that'll help them with the ability or lack of ability for Plymouth to play too much help and double team and hurry Wolves. They spread it out, and it becomes a one-on-one situation. It's and it makes it more obvious that if you're playing really tough defense, you've got to play really good tough defense then, because with everything being watched by the referees, any mistake will be called as a foul.
Well, back underway, 6:45 on the clock. Sometimes it'll be our drives inside, ranges. He's in transition, get it picked off, put a bunt to Ubiaro. Great work from the Plymouth Raiders to capitalise on that error. 2 points the difference. So, Williams couldn't finish. And that is going to be an offensive foul for sure. So, Ocharobia, the technical as well. So, Elan on the line to try and pick off another point. And of course, possession of the basketball. Raiders on 3 team fouls now in the quarter. So, Ocharobia on 3 fouls. So, he takes a breather. Prince eBay checks in. He's carrying 2. Quite a lot on that side of the board.
Yeah, it's growing, isn't it?
Elan drains the penalty shot, so endline ball, Wolves possession. That's a 1 point ball game, 6:09. Kicks it out to Elan. He's got Wilkins outside, he's got Boutniks outside, and we're back to Williams. This time Williams stop and go. Looks to go inside. The ball, says the referee, this time can't finish. Porter Bunton grabs the ball, and Porter Bunton dishes to Ubiaro. VC Dusha now for Plymouth. Foul on the floor, it's called.
Yeah, it's called on the floor, so no basket.
Yeah, so that is on Martin Boutnick. So second foul for him so far this evening. 5:26 to play. So now Prince eBay muscling his way hard to the hole. 3-point game.
Yeah. That should have been called a shot, because the rule is that the defender went in, same defender, and even if it's in the no charge zone, if you go in, it still can be a charge.
Well, the call is the call. Josh McSwiggan called for the offensive foul. So only the first foul of the game for him, unusually. He'd normally be dressed up and ready to go home, wouldn't he, at this stage? So he's up. Goes inside to Ashley Hamilton. It's a nicely worked ball movement from the Raiders. They find the foul. Hamilton. He would have preferred to take the points, but he's on the line. 4:39 to go. It is 3 fouls apiece now on the board. Either side. Just to update you what's happening down in Bristol. The Flyers leading the Manchester Giants there at the end of the second quarter by 35 points to 28.
No scoring again.
Yeah, mean times here in Worcester. Ashley Hamilton splashes the free throw. So we're heading down the stretch now. Martin Boutnecht for Wolves. Kick it out to McSwiggan. They got it. Henry Wilkins and yeah, Ubiaro for sure. That'll put him on 3. Opening game of the regular BBL season here in Worcester. It's Martin Boutnecht. And the back pass to Williams. Great finish. It didn't finish. Look, a great finish had it gone, but it didn't. Sometimes they just don't go. Called a bunt and gets it to Prince eBay, but Henry Wilkins all over him.
Yeah.
Wilkins on 3. So Dusha on the inbounds. Ashley Hamilton in the corner for a long range 2. Inside the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, Wolves need to now get their scoring feet. You know, they need to get back into that routine. They've not whole of this quarter they've struggled.
Prince eBay says no. This time Wilkins in the corner for a triple, airballs it over the top. Good defense from the Plymouth Raiders. 7 points the difference. And Henry Wilkins sits down, so Mika Elan is in for Henry Wilkins, Dusha. Ubiara rolls it inside there to Prince eBay. Prince eBay, he's a big old unit. He's bundling his way inside, hard to the basket. Picks up his own rebound. This time he does get the foul. And he's going to the line. And he's struggled from the line so far.
Yeah, well, that might be a smart foul.
So Prince eBay on the line for the Plymouth Raiders. Wolves in foul trouble now, 5 team fouls on the board. 61 plays, 54. Prince eBay this time finds the bucket. It's an 8-point ball game. Prince eBay splashes the pair of them, so 9-point game now. Jordan Williams. He's off to Boutnecht. Smart hold up on the pass there, on the handoff.
Okay, go, can they?
That's exactly what happened to Plymouth in the second quarter. Just nothing dropping. Wolves running out of time to pull it back. Ashley Hamilton steps back to make the space. Hamilton, right at the end of the shot clock, he had to get that shot away. Boutnecht, and an offensive foul is called on Jordan Williams. So 4 fouls for him. So now a few paracetamol moments, I think, on either bench.
Yeah, well, you just got to let him stay in there.
So 2:26 to play. 9 points is the deficit. And 2 minutes and 26 seconds to try and turn the ship around for Matt Newby and his team. Worcester led for long periods of this game. Denzel Lubiaro runs around the screen, doesn't get it to go. NBA fix it off the ironwork.
Do I get a score?
Kareelan puts up the triple this time, no good. Plymouth have it, so they'll just take as much air out of the ball as they can on each offense. Ashley Hamilton. Dusha. Another offensive foul again. Hamilton, so Hamilton.
Dare I say it? That's the makeup call.
Well, second foul of the game for Ashley Hamilton. It's kept himself well out of trouble tonight. Boutnecht. Boutnecht, top of the key. This time doesn't go. Almost within the last minute of the game. Elan is whistled for the foul. I think he knew it. He looked at the
yeah, I think
he looked at the referee. That was a 50-50 call, I would say, at best.
Yeah, he got in first, sort of thing, and then Dusha retaliated, and that's what the referee's sort of saying now. Just calm down, sort of thing. Let me do my job. The thing is, that moment is for me is McSwiggan started off so brightly. He's being marked with the guy with 4 fouls, and yet he just got the ball. And
yeah.
I know he's running the offense, but had no sort of not desire, but intent to say, okay, well, I'm going to take you to the basket. You're on 4 fouls.
NBA going to the line to add the bonus. Veteran play from Matthew Bryan Manning. So NBA is on the line to add his bonus, and it's just chipping away at that score. 8 points the lead. Make that 7 with 1:08 to go. It's kind of where Plymouth were last time up here. This time Ashley Hamilton runs through the traffic, hooks it up to Prince Ebay. Couldn't throw it down. Elan has it. Now an opportunity for Worcester to do something from here. Elan is fouled again, so he's going to go to the line. Smart play from Mika Elan.
Smart play from Plymouth, you think about it. Wolves are going to look for threes more than anything, and he's now got to make at best 2. Okay, the clock stopped, but Wolves need to get themselves organised now and make sure they get the ball back and get the ball into the best, or the worst free throw shooters' hands on Plymouth's team, and foul immediately. Well,
Elan sinks the first. Doesn't make the second, so they couldn't turn it into a triple. Hamilton has it. Boutnecht looked to put the foul in there, didn't go. Jordan Williams takes it, so in the foul game now.
Yeah.
So Hamilton now on the line. 41 seconds remain in the ball game. 6 points the difference. Ashley Hamilton, well, he doesn't miss many. He didn't miss that one. A little rattle on the way in. Hamilton sets for the second.
Quietly got to 17 points.
Yeah. Doesn't make the second, so Mika Elan now for Worcester. Elan drives hard to the bucket, gets it to go. 5-point game. This time it's Will Neighbour. It's going to be a Plymouth ball from the sideline. referee just changing the ball. So Porter Bunton goes to Hamilton, they're out of the basketball, the foul is there again. So Hamilton back on the line for Plymouth. That clock is moving mighty slow.
That's what Wolves want. That's not what Wolves want.
That's moving very slowly. Small increments, 28.9 seconds.
Do not let the ball inbound to Hamilton.
Actually, Hamilton makes no mistakes. Here comes Martin Boutnick again, drives hard to the hole. Can't finish, and that'll probably do it. Shot clock switched off. Porter Bunton in to Ashley Hamilton, and that pretty much is the story of the fourth quarter, right there. So 9-point game, and I think they'll just dribble this one out. As the clock drains away, Elan, well, I think Matt Newby saying, hold on to the ball. Anyway, that's it. We're at the end of the game here in Worcester. It's the first BBL Championship game of the season. The Plymouth Raiders have taken the win, so it's 3 from 3 for the Plymouth Raiders against Worcester so far in all competitions this season. It's finished here. Plymouth Raiders 69, Worcester Wolves 60. Chris, thank you for your input as ever. We will be here next time, so don't forget to click the subscribe button below to make sure that you don't miss any of the action this season from the Worcester Arena. All full, live and for free here on the Worcester Wolves YouTube channel. From me, Julian, I'm my very good friend Chris Lowe. Until next time, take care and we'll see you soon.